My people, listen, I'm here doing this video, but let me tell you something. Wow, what a rain. Jeez, I'm peevish. And you guys know I love the quiet rain. So after the thunders and all that from, when did they stop? Like November? Yeah, about November, December. Oh my God, I love the quiet, nice rainfall. But guys, it's now that stormy time. And so the rain comes like early in the day. We already have a shower like 2 something. Holy put thunder. Oh God. But listen, I say I'm wearing red today because I'm here today to give some shout outs and to just emphasize that the God we serve is the greatest. I tell you people, you know, we live and sometimes we go through things. Some of us go through more than others. It all depends on where we are, who our family members are, what goes on in our communities. All sorts of different things do happen to people. A lot of times it's about the people you associate yourself with. A lot of times they bring that bad vibes into your space and you just can't flourish. Nothing you touch comes to anything. Sometimes, you know, it's like even families sometimes, they never see the good side of anything. Everything is doom and gloom and, you know, that kind of stuff. And it just bring that fear inside of people and it prevents people from just getting up and do what they need to do. Sometimes people do things in life and because you know that when you do it, you ask God to guide you, you know, and you feel good within yourselves. But you have the naysayers out there who they look at everything and they start dissecting and they cross out the great things out of it, and everything they hold on to is the negative. YouTube streets is so similar because every time you go on, you see some things that get some millions of views. You see some things that get some hundreds of thousands of views. But if you keep scrolling and look at the people who are saying, guys, today be hopeful, God is good, guys, you know, so and so and so, God bless. Is there little views there? But listen, I'm not here to even talk about that today. I'm talking about the greatness of God. God is the greatest. And Colette Smith always say that. He says he's out there without fear. I'm not saying that because there are many things that, even though God says, you know, but we know what sin did and how things have changed. And yeah, in the days, yeah, you have power over those. But I'm sure a lot of you see a snake come through and you don't know if it's poisonous, you don't know what the capabilities are. You're going to have some fear. So the people shouldn't sit back and talk about, oh, them sinful, that's why I'm afraid for this, I'm afraid for that. It's okay. Maybe what we call fear is not fear. Maybe it's just something that we don't like, and so it's okay. But let me tell you how good God is, guys. I just really had to come out, you know, because last night I went live. First of all, last week, as I said to you guys, God is just... I tell people, you might say my look a lipstick, but it stop me from exalting the name of Jesus. It stop me from doing good. It stop me from encouraging and empowering. I guess the prettier the lips, the more encouraging you are. Whoa, I know some people don't like to hear that. I saw somebody had come on the channel and disappeared, never stayed with me because they feel like because you're Christian or Seventh-day Adventist, it says you shouldn't keep company with unbelievers. How are you going to win souls if people who are not believers, you cut them off? And then there were a lot of scriptures. Don't they remember the parables that Christ went into the house of the Pharisees and ate with them? He didn't say, oh no, you're an unbeliever, I'm going to cut you off, I have nothing to do with you. No. He said, Zacchaeus, look a sharp man, Zacchaeus. He said, come down out of the tree. Because today, they're going to eat with you in your house. You have the Panacea, the old Pharisees, them who feel like them better than, and you shouldn't associate with, and you shouldn't. Guys, listen to me. Just stop it. Religion, if you look at Christ's life, how simple Christ lived, and how he never was partial against who he helped, and who he talked with, who he vibes with, who he sat and ate with, then you will know that religion is not a thing to become stressful and overwhelming. You don't have to go out on the street and decide who to say good morning to and who to say, hey, I hope all is well. You don't have to pick and choose and look on people and say, no, me not help the one day because. Because Christ never do it, you know. Christ never choose a rich one. He must say that one they look good, him dress good. You know, that kid they look neat and them mother look at them, I take care of them, I comb them here, them I look good. Let me help them, but me not going to make a barefoot, sorefoot one. Garbage, guys. Live your life simple, easy going, and do what you got to do. If you are praying, God guides your heart. Listen to me, guys. You're going to be all right. I know a lot of people come to want to hear about it. And we're going to get back into, because I have 4 topics to talk about as a returning resident. But these things are important too, guys. These things are near and dear to my heart as well. And I need to take the time out to do it, because some people, I did a few videos that they never showed up. They never, you know, they didn't come in to say anything or to contribute. But I'm just going to keep on trucking, because that's how life is. Who are to stay will stay, and who are just here for whatever, then they will leave. But there are people, when I danced, they have been here. Erin, Ernestine, so many of you. Trending, you know, so many of you who, AG, you know, a lot of you who jump on, Miss Ruby, all of you who jump on board with me from day one, whether I'm cooking, I'm dancing, I'm singing, I'm preaching, I'm encouraging, I'm supporting, you have been consistently here with me. And I appreciate you all. I so appreciate you. See that video today, right? But guess what, guys? All the thunder and stuff like that, I haven't turned on all the lights in the house. I'm just using one single light behind me to do this video. But it's not about the lighting, guys, about my voice. You can hear Miss Bev's voice. A lot of people, I remembered when I went home one year, and my neighbor of so many years, and I lived there so many years, like I left when I was like 14. But my neighbor who was down the hill from Granny, you know, Granny's friend, I would go down to Miss Louise, and when Granny go down, I forgot chat, you know, because Granny's husband had died. So I guess me never know good company. Me not have nothing for chat with Granny. So she'd go down and go look for the goat, then move the goat, them and stuff, and she just stay down there. And me eat up my dinner quick, and me call Granny. And Granny will answer, and Granny down on Miss Louise, and me quick eat, shut the door, and down on Miss Louise. Come and get for go play hopscotch, or play hide and seek. And Granny did that chat, you know. And so I got that from Granny. I got the thing where I want to, you know. So today, last night, as I said, not to say last night, let's look at Tuesday. When was it? Well, Friday, the lady said that the scores came back. We're back again to PEP. Said the scores came back. I'm just showing you how God works, all right? So she said, because she's Sabbath keeper as well, she said Monday, I think she reached out and said Monday or something like that. When she got to school on Monday, I would get the some ginger. I would get the information, right? So, all right, so Monday, I not hear nothing from her, and I had reserved my ride to go in to get things done. So anyhow, I didn't hear from her So I reach out to my ride. I reach out to Kayla's teacher and tell her, and she said, "Oh, I'll get it done for you, da 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 da." So many kids did well, so many kids. And I said, "Okay, this is what we're working with." I told her, she said, 2 kids did well in math. I said, 2 kids have the same score in math, not one higher. And they said, no, 2 of them. I said, fine, so we have to figure out, we're going to just make it 2 kids getting the scholarships. The math scholarships, not the book vouchers only, but for the book vouchers plus extra for being the top math kids. You know, me as a math teacher, you know, me just into the math thing. So anyhow, she said, okay. So I reached out and I canceled my reservation for that day there. And we decided, said the next day, which was Tuesday, we would have done it. But I know that God does say, we are so one thing, we are plan God just to wipe it out, sir. So, anyhow, she, by the time she sent me the information, it was late too, so that was fine. So we just said on Tuesday. Right, she didn't send me the information to Monday, I think. She sent it on Tuesday. So when she sent it, I was talking to my person, and person said, you know what? I called the bookstore that the teacher recommended and talked to them and everything. But then my ride was saying, you know what? You know that today I'm going into Lucy, and my ride had things to do. And I said, it's, you know, I thought tomorrow was the day for the kids to get the things, but no, their graduation is next week. So I told her, and I said, all right, she said, we can do this, we can do that, let's do, you know, Monday. But this is how God was working in the background. So we decided, all right, next week we're going to do it. I am here last night, decided to go live. Not many of you joined me live, but it's all good. But we went live. Let me give a thank you to the people who joined me and stayed with me to the end. And so we were on there, and as we were there chatting and what have you, my friend Erin, who came with me from I started the channel till this day, and Erin sent me a CashApp towards the scholarship fund. Then my sister AG, when I got on, she was the first one to come on and hang out with me outside the water, flowers and stuff in New York, but she depended the live with me. And all of a sudden, Zelle, a payment coming in from Lady AG. AG has been with me from I start my channel till now. So big shout out to you guys, Bonafide, you know, thank you guys so much. And then we had Lady K from the UK vacationing in St. Kitts, and she joined us for the duration. Her mom, Sister Ernestine, also one of the Bonafide who has been with me from the other channel until now. We had Joshua who jumped on. We had Miss Marva from the Charles, Fort Lauderdale. She joined. I don't know if anybody else joined. People came on, but they didn't say anything, so I didn't know who they were. But these are the people who were just chatting with me for the time they were on there. And so ended the live with extra monies towards the scholarship program. If you go over to the community page, guys, you'll see it over there because it's uploaded. So then I said, all right, so we all set da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We're focusing on the kids who pass for traditional high schools and da-da-da-da-da-da. Mind you, in the video I did before I went live, I was talking about those kids who didn't pass, and so we're encouraging them, da-da-da-da-da-da. But in my big head, this big old head didn't even think of it. that you're giving all this scholarship support to those who pass. But those are the kids who didn't pass. They're going to high school too. They're going to need books too. Until this morning, a special person, oh so special. I thank God for them. I pray and ask God to guide them, to build a fence around them, and to prosper them. And He has. And the person who gave birth to them can't be more proud of how they turned out and how humble they are and how giving they are. But I got up and I'm sitting here and I just said, let me call. Because again, you know, guys, I'm doing the fasting, the intermittent fasting, where after a certain time of the evening I stop eating and I don't eat again until the next day. And so like when Kayla gets home at 4:30 or so, dinner is ready. We eat. So before 5 we're done eating. Now by 5. And so after that I eat nothing more. This is now my 3rd week. And you know how what they say is true because it works from the top and it goes down. So my bra is fitting better. My belly, I'll tell you this, that now I can suck in my belly and it sucks in. Before, I guess because of the things you were eating and you're eating so late in the evening or in the night, you continue with the eating and the drinking and the body has to keep processing and processing and processing. So it doesn't get in that relaxed phase. I could really get to process things properly. So there was a time when like up here, I couldn't suck in my belly. Up here wasn't as soft as it needed to be. Now, my stomach is nice and soft. It's not stiff like before. It's just nice. When I suck in my breath, you could feel the muscles. You could feel it. Guys sucked in. So you need to try it. I'll do a video one day. I was waiting for more, for more evidence. But I'm telling you, since I started, every night I have not gone to bed and I have not eaten after 6 o'clock. No evening. If I eat at 6, for the next day, I wait till like 11:30, 12 to eat. So like today, I didn't eat until 11:30, going to 12. When I had my ginger, I buy the ginger and I blend it out. I wash them and I blend them. And I store them in a jar. So each time I make my tea, I take a spoonful out and I pour the boiling water, let it sit. And this is what I sip on. And so that's what I've been doing. So for whatever, you know, good it is, I just give thanks, you know. And so while I'm sitting here, didn't eat, got Kayla ready, she's gone. It's now 10:30, I think 10 o'clock, I think, or so, because we talked like for 2 hours. I made the phone call and she picked up, poof, just like that. And we are chatting about everything and giving God the praise for everything and noticing some things. I said, look, oh God, good. That's how God works, you know, that's what we're here talking about. We are talking. And so I was telling her about the scholarship thing and then the blessings start pour out because God is the greatest. You all better believe it, you know. God is the greatest. One of these days I'm going to get up and every time I drop a video, I'm going to get even 1,000 views on them. Watch and see. Soon and very soon, God is going to do that for me. For right now, God just see that, Beverly, it's okay. We're going to take our time and just climb. Just climb, you know. And my friends, the person says, how can you just give to the kids who pass? You have to encourage those who didn't pass. And so she says, you know what, let me send the funds so that the kids who didn't pass can get something too. They're not going to get as much as the other kids, but they should get something too. Who could it be but God? It's not me. Who could it be but God? Sure. And so that has been in place. If you go over soon, you're going to see in the post, in the community page, that you will notice that the last post we did with the total we collected, that's going to be updated. And so you'll see the total that we have so far. And so we have until the weekend for whoever else wants to donate. Because if the more you donate is the more I can give to the students. I can add a little more to what the kids already are getting. But who could it be but Jesus? And so she sent that. Then she also sent a blessing for Kayla's teacher. Because I was telling her about how Kayla picking up books now. Kayla, who used to be afraid of a book because she couldn't read it. Kayla now pick up book and I beg people to make sure read for them. The teacher said, my God, Mrs. Salmon Black, I'm sitting here. And Kayla just came up with a book. So she wanted to read for me. She said, you know how that makes me feel? I said, how do you think it makes me feel? You know, Kayla came in and I was telling you guys to put her back in. I said, she's not ready for second grade. Put her back in the first grade so she can build something and come. The principal said, no, we don't have no space in the first grade. She has to go to second because that's her age. That's where she needs to be. And my God, together we have a little girl who is reading and loves it. So that special person also blessed Kayla's teacher. And then she look again and she look at the driver who has been with her. And 2 times I was stuck in Falmouth and didn't know school was half a day. And I was trying to get back quickly in my ride. I don't know where he went. And so I'm finished shopping and waiting for him, you know, and he's supposed to be in the parking lot till I got out. But he went wherever he went. And it took a while for him to get back. By that time, Kayla got home. Luckily, you have good relationship with people. And the guy noticed that the door wasn't opening and reached out to me and tell me, Kayla is home. I said, oh my God, I'm not even there. And I said, could you please just keep her for me? And he did. And even when he was finished with his rounds, the guy didn't come yet. I said, well, you think I go in the supermarket to sleep? So when he came, he said he went to try to get something done because he was there and he got held up. I said, but you got to let me know. I don't know. And my driver kept Kayla till when I came, he brought her for me. I did give him, you know, something for the extra hours he had to, and then I had to come back in here. But the point is, he kept her. So he also got a blessing from this special person just to say thank you for, you know, working with the kids of the year. So guys, that's how God works. That's how God works. These kids, I had not even thought. I just thought a word of, you know, would have gone along with, but that little special person, she says, nope, they can get something too. They might not get in as much, but they are going to need books at high school too. And my heart rejoices, guys. My heart rejoices. My friend says, well, you cut off your hair and then you add those on it. But I said, it's just for the top because you all know who does natural hair. I keep it up, but now it's cut off. It's just hard to tame, you know that. And so I just put these on, just those little extra things that were sticking up there. And to make it, you know, keep it. But guys, that's what I need to talk to you about. And I said, enough for just follow on the heart and trust God because He's the greatest. I'm telling you, I have proved Him over and over and over. I've proven Him so many times. Over and over. You know, and so a lot of times we don't get the blessings we should. And every day we get up in the same position, stagnant, not now work, and all we do is complain. Because when I see the little blessings, we look for big old blessings. But when we see the little things, when we reach out to others from a willing heart, sometimes we do things to say, oh, I'm going to do that because no. Just do things naturally. Just let it be natural. Some of you listen to the conversations and you know, said whatever it is, it comes with a string attached to it. You know. You know the worst part when like, I used to put top up people's phone that said, watch the videos, man, like the videos, and if I don't top up, then they don't watch the videos. You know, they don't look to say, okay, she topped up for a whole month and I'm only watching how many videos a month. Nope. If I don't top up the phones, then they don't watch the videos or comment on the videos or like the videos. And you just smile and you say, look at that, look at that. But God still carry it through. And because I say it's a great test. He is the greatest. You have to echo it just like Kayla Smith. He is the greatest. And all we need for that, pray for one another. Don't wish bad for nobody, because you usually come tumble down right back upon we. Just wish them the best and do the best you can do. Do the best you can do, where you can do it, how you can do it. Encouragement counts. You know, we need to stop. A lot of people think, me can't take my money, go do this. Me not do nothing for you. You're not doing it for Miss Bev. You're doing it for those who are in need. I am just the vessel by which God sent to help you, help those who are in need. So you're not doing it for Miss Bev. Because you all notice that even talking about the pep outcome and them something that nobody interested. The views are not even 100 views on topics like that. But I'm doing it anyways, right? I could have chosen, I have topics here that are written down that I need to address. I have topics here. But guess what? I decided that I want to talk about this PEP thing, because our kids need the support. Our kids need the support. So I have topics here that I have written down that I need to go do some things on, you know. But I decided, I have my topics here, but I decided that I wanted to continue with this. Yeah. So that's how the thing goes. So I do these videos. I don't get anything off it. Right? You see this? It's what it says. It says up here. Topics, right there. It's topics. These are topics that I have jotted down in my head that I want to go and do videos on. But I stop in order to do what? To do the PEP. I see here, I see PEP. You see that big PEP? Yeah. And I do PEP and nobody cares, nobody wants to see that, you know. But it's all good, because for me it's necessary to draw attention to whoever will watch and share the videos. To draw attention to the fact that our children need support here in Jamaica. To draw attention to the fact that the books are way too much. The book lists are unnecessary when kids are not using all the books. These people who are talking about the books are updated and know, instead of handing down the books to their cousin or their sibling for the class, who are coming into 9th grade, they have to go buy new books because, oh, they are a new edition, and what they're changing it, maybe 6 words, but new edition, so now they can price the books higher. So those are things that don't need to happen. Remember when we went to school, I know it's the old days, but it worked, because everybody was reading Nola. Nola, this is mother, this is father, this is Bob, and this is Nola. Right? Dad goes to work. Mom stays Bob goes to school. Mom stays at home with Nola. And that's what we all read. So everybody was handing down the little tear-up book. I remember, I think it was a black and white cover it had. But everybody knew about Bob and Nola and Dad and Mom. Because the fact is, reading is reading is reading. Phonic sounds, whatever is put together, is reading. So we don't need fancy books and all of those unnecessary things. The same book from year to year to year to year can produce reading. Teachers are smart. They can create open-ended questions. Tell me about so-and-so. What did you notice about so-and-so? What, there's so many questions that can be generated from the same books we read 60 years ago. Nothing is new. Reading is reading. Arithmetic has not changed. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. All of that has been consistent. And we did well with that foundation. So I don't know why today so much money has to go into things, putting parents into all sorts of different situations, when reading is reading is reading. Any material you pick up and the sounds, the sounds, you can put them together and say the words. You can read anything. You don't need specialized books to say you're teaching reading, because reading is just reading. And from what you read, tell me about the main character. How could you write a different ending for the story? There's so much you can do with it. But no, money drives everything. And when we do things like this, then you're going to have the top ones and the little ones who feel worthless and useless and feel like they never made it. Why? Because the parents couldn't afford these expensive books. It's not the book or the title or the author or whatever. It is understanding phonics, sounds. Is it phoneme? Phoneme is a sound. But it's understand that whole concept. When it comes to math, 2 times 2 is still 4. 10 times 10 is 20. The same little bundles of sticks that we used to put together. 2 groups of 10 sticks is 20. It's the same thing. And once you conceptualize those things, then you can go ahead and the teacher can create any sort of word problems they need. They can. I left my house with $100. Or Jamaica, you can't even say 100. You have to talk about 10,000. You're talking about 10,000 when the poor kids have not gotten up there. They're still working with hundreds and tens and ones. But in Jamaica, you talk about money, you have to get up there if you're going to shop. No, they have to be working with all these zeros when the poor kids are just down here. But that's what it is. I went to the store with say, I'm still gonna say $100. And you buy a juice for this, and you bought a juice for that. How much change should you get back out of that $100? Right? You can even talk about you went to the store and you spent such and such, you spent such and such, and you spent $5 for lunch, get a juicy patty and a drink. Not in Jamaica. But you went home with $12 in your pocket. How much did you start out with? All of those things are just common sense ways for the kids to, to know, do what they need to do. So, all of this craziness, if you have a teacher in the classroom who is witty and understand, you don't even need the textbooks. You don't even need the textbooks. You need the curriculum to show that, okay, we're going to do time. Okay, we're going to do multiplication. No, we're going to do division. All of that, the teacher can create problems for the kids to understand, because They know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. You work on that and they mastered it. Now you can start giving them other things to do where they have to multiply. You know, you can ask questions. How many groups of 6 can I get out of 50? And the kids have to know that they're going to subtract 6 from 50. If they don't know how to just say 6 into that, you know. But they can subtract 6 from 50, 6 from 40, 44, 6 from whatever. 38 and 644. But they can keep subtracting until they reach down and see that the balance is remainder because they didn't get a group of 6. 50 doesn't have equal groups of 6. So those are the conversations you can have with them. And ask, why is that? Or, you know, things like that. But everybody's a book. It's a book. It's a book. What about countries that have no books? They have limited access to books. And they turn out some of the biggest engineers. They turn out some of the... Come on, guys. But I'm just here because of the rain. And I'm just in a good mood. I'm wearing red, right? I'm in a good mood. I'm thankful that, you know, when you pray to God, that He always shows you. He always shows you. He always, if you ask Him to guide, He does. I didn't fuss with the teacher when she didn't turn out the papers on time. I didn't fuss with anything. My driver says, you know, I'm going to be busy, so I'm going to be, you know, I have something to do. I have to be present for it. I have, you know, and I didn't get frustrated. I just was calm and easy. Because guess what? God was there working in the backgrounds. And so we got more funds to make sure every child in the 6th grade receives a little voucher. Who could it be but God? I love you, Lord. I love you. Every kid will receive a voucher. And I'm thankful to Him for that. So the message today is, guys, as you go forth, and you might be going and things seem rough and rocky, just stop for a moment and wonder, why is it so? What is it I'm not doing? And maybe you'll find that you're not asking God to lead when you're doing things. It's like you're taking it up on your own and you're just going along. You see some people, every day is the same complaint, the same complaint. Change something. Change something and see if God is not there guiding. You know, you got to ask Him to guide. Don't take it upon yourself. This morning, another thing, heard from another friend who has been with me since we started, and finally she's monetized. Not fully, but she got the invitation. Who could it be but God? Who could it be but God? She and I almost get into it because I was telling her my experience, how it worked and she said, no, you gotta go there. And when she went into a certain place, it is showing her that she had 2,000 watch hours, 2,000 and something watch hours. Gave her such discouragement. She was so discouraged. She said, I don't know what's going on. When she showed me, I said, how much watch hours you got when you go into just the studio? She has 4,200 watch hours. I said, they're going to invite you soon. Look out for the letter with the AdSense. I forgot that they had sent me something, an email first, and I had to fill out the information, and then they sent me the envelope. So I was done. Then, just a few days ago, and then this morning, I got the text early morning. She says, oh, I got the email, and da-da-da. And I said, no, you are being monetized. They're going to send you a pin, and you're going to go put it in, and that's it. That is it. You got to start finding content to give you watch time, because this is what I don't get enough of, because people really don't love my videos. So I'm not getting the watch time, because I might do a good video and it runs, and then if I veer off to do something else, my people just wilter away, like they're just not interested. And I say, God, please, just let them be interested. But that's how it works. Sometimes coffee, sometimes tea. Guess what? Sometimes not at all. So me just say check because the rain are gone and was gonna do the rain inferno, but boy, the thunder man. And me never lightning was in it, but the thunder was a lot. But the girl Miss Bevis here, loving all of you, loving you all, and hoping that you know, hoping that you will just like the videos when they come. Don't not just some, but that you will appreciate that I'm here. And you just log on to see Miss Bev, give me a like, watch the video. If you watch 3/4 of the video, I still get credit. So watch the videos, guys. Just watch them. I know YouTube has a lot out there to offer us. It's very hard to be committed to one person, or because they have so much going on in the streets of YouTube, and we know what works, right? The cuss and the mix up and blend up and them something that get the views them. But it's all good. I'm grateful for every blessing. I'm thankful. So you make it a great day. Congratulations to all the kids in DT who have made it to 6th grade and stayed in and tried their best. Congratulations to those who have done extremely well. My math recipients, my mathematicians, more power to you. Go change the world with your smart selves. And my other proficient students, again, my nurses, my whatever you choose to become, please make it worthwhile. Please remember that when you do good, people notice. Just like when you do bad, people do notice it as well. So let's try to do good. So when people notice it, they will want to reward you for what you have done. For the teachers who put up with it day in, day out, those of you who have sacrificed much, those of you who have been encouraging and really had the kids back. Didn't just walk in and say, you're not here, you're done, you're this, you're that, but just stayed focused and encourage the kids, understanding they're children, they're going to do little things, and so because there's no perfection, that you can just see them, you know, whatever happened this day, you can forgive and keep going the next day. It's a new day. I used to welcome my kids every day to my classroom. Welcome back, my students. It's a brand new day. A new day for them to call me the B word, or a new day to learn, or a new day, but it's just a brand new day. What happened yesterday? It's done and gone. Today we're going to start over. And so you give them the hope, you give them the courage, and you hope they will use it for greatness. So thank you to all the teachers out there and the committed teachers, and for all my subscribers, all of you subscribers who contributed. Another video is coming. The lady called me this morning from the bookstore, and she said that I will be able to videotape the process at her bookstore. I will also highlight her bookstore. So if you're in Jamaica and you want to just stop by, buy a voucher for a kid, and you know, you can, I think you can buy it and you write the name on it and whatever other information so they could go with it. But don't give cash. Whatever you do, don't give cash. Please just give them vouchers so that the kids will get the books. You know what I'm saying? Give vouchers. Supermarkets will help you to buy those receipts or buy vouchers so that you can hand it out, and so you know it will go towards food. Bookstores and other places, vouchers. It's too easy for money when money comes and other things need to be done, that money gets quickly swept into something else, and what you wanted to do, it doesn't get done. So vouchers. Bev said that. Some more power to you. Little J Plays, my little niece Joe. I'm so proud of you. You're stuck with it. You never gave up, even when you were doubting that you were just at 2,000 watch hours. Even though I was telling you, no, 4,000, this is the one you look at. But praise God, it works out. And I know you must feel good. And I wish you all the best. You gotta be on the grind. If this is what you're gonna expect to get an income from, just push out the videos Make sure you find videos that people want to watch so you can rack up the watch time. It's 1,000 hours that they give you a couple pennies for. So don't think that YouTube is rich and giving away money. Millions are in YouTube land. And so you're getting paid according to the amount of views you make on your videos. So for poor me, where people they watch, but I wish that I'd have more people interested in watching. I am trying hard to find the right thing that people will latch on to. In time, as I said, I ask God to guide, and in time He's gonna give me the perfect thing in my hand that everybody's going to like, and so I can make a regular income. Because I make the income, it's not about to make me rich, it's about to give back, to make sure I help those who are less fortunate than I am. So I know God is preparing the right thing. I don't worry. Much love to all of you. Stay focused and remember, as Kayla Smith says, God is the greatest. I know He is, but I like when I hear Him consistently saying it. And I say, I know I've proven God. Why am I not saying it too? Why am I not giving God that honor? Because He truly is the greatest. So thank you, Kayla Smith. And again, I'm echoing what you say. God is absolutely the greatest. I've proven it. Bye.